Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2. Last episode we went to try and protect a noble who happened to be holding on to one of the shards in the hopes that we could find whoever had been killing nobles here in Neverwinter. While we did manage to protect him from a horde of demons, it turns out the shard was actually given away to someone else. An agent of Lord Nasher who went to hide in the Moonstone Mask in an attempt to keep it safe just in case the worst case scenario. It didn't work, and whoever it was seems to have gone after him, so now let's go into the mask and try and save her before she gets killed. Oh dear. This isn't good. I see bodies. Or a body.
Thank the gods you're here. A man with glowing tattoos on his face came in here with a pack of demons, and he's still upstairs now. He murdered Evelyn at the door, and if he's not stopped, he'll... Please, you must do something.
We're on our way now. Upstairs? Right, let's get up there. That doesn't sound good. I don't know why we can already see in that room. Demons. I got the succubi. There's a lot of demons. They're hurting me a lot. Just a couple Aranes left. Come on, finish it. Why can't I? Oh, I'm charmed. They're dazed. Okay, we got them all. Oh, and Chandra got charmed. That's definitely not pleasant. There's only one room left. Chandra, please lose your charm. Thank you. Let's get in here. That's him.
Ah, reinforcements. I am afraid you are too late to save this one. And if it is the shard you're after, I am afraid I have that as well. It seems to me all you have left is your life. But that is easily corrected.
Those are big dogs. And he ran off. Alright, kill them! Chandra's down, Helene's down. Come on, finish them. Almost. Those are much tougher than I expected. Sheesh. Well, it's a pity, but it seems she fell. Requisata and Possum, Amelia. Let's get out of here and rest. Of course, she was in the guarded room. Rest for a moment. That was way tougher than I expected. Ophala.
I understand there's quite a bit of damage. Regardless, we still mourn those who were killed. Hopefully, between you and the Nine, we can prevent any future tragedies, such as what occurred here.
One can only hope. We have a bit of loot. Oh, potion of antidote, that's actually something I can sell, but... not sell, keep. The rest of this, though, can be sold. We'll sell it as soon as we get out. And then, we have to report into Lord Nasher, I believe. This way. First, a quick stop at Pap's for selling. What is this smell? Invisibility sphere, Bard, Sorcerer, Wizard set. Alright. Let's go report into Nasher. I am a little bit upset that he kinda didn't tell us that this was actually the plan, but I suppose there isn't much that can be said. After all, I do kind of understand why he would do that. Would want to make sure that nobody knew about it, or as few as possible, just to make sure there's no chance of a traitor turning on him and doing this, but somehow this murderer knew.
Now we have common thugs invading our homes. Is this the security Nasher promised us?
Probably referring to what we did what we stopped earlier. Yes. What happened to Algernon could happen to any of us. Oh boy.
What happened to my home? How did my manor get so dark and cold? I'll have to ask my assistant to start the fire at once. I say, some light, please. This door is odd. I don't remember having this placed in my home either. I say, anyone, this door is stuck.
Know that your words will not be heard in this place.
Oh, forgive me. I wouldn't have raised my voice if I'd known someone was so close. This door seems to be stuck. Really, quite embarrassing. Could you...
My door is sealed as well. Garius will come for you soon enough.
Garius? That's not the name of my assistant.
Garius is the master of the Fifth Tower, and you are alive because he requires your assistance, as he once asked for mine.
I'm sorry. I can't see you too well at this angle. Whatever do you mean? I'm always willing to help anyone, you know.
In this matter, you should choose death, for your sake and the sake of this plane. Garius seeks knowledge of an ancient Ilfarn ritual that will grant him the power of the King of Shadows. But his understanding of the ritual is narrow.
I can help there. Knowledge is something of a hobby of mine. Perhaps I could shed some light on the trouble, especially if it involves books or cryptic rituals. I will say that this Garius fellow chose a poor place to do it. This hardly looks like it was part of the Ilfarn Empire at all.
It is not. But power lies deep within the stones of this structure. It is one of the sites of the war against the King of Shadows when he touched this plane long ago. Part of him still resides here and grants strength to his worshippers.
Well, no good comes from tinkering around with ancient powers. All this ritual nonsense doesn't sound very wise.
It is madness. But with the madness comes power, and Garius will not turn away.
Ominous and curious. Alright. Well, let's go speak. I don't know why the camera was there. Lord Nasher. I heard there was a battle at the Moonstone Mask. Is Melia... She has been killed by a sorcerer, one who can summon demons. That is terrible news. Without her, the Nine are weakened tremendously, and she will be missed. The killer, were you at least able to capture him? There was nothing I could do. He was there, then gone again. Then it does seem there is little to be done. I can dispatch the many starred cloaks to the Moonstone Mask and Siren's home to look for clues. But as for what they can turn up, I do not know. It looks like justice has been denied this day. Nonetheless, you are to be congratulated for saving Lord Siren's life. Why didn't you tell me about Melia? Keeping her identity a secret was not meant to harm you or her, but there were too many uncertainties in these deaths as it stood to risk it. I am sorry if you find it that difficult to understand, but it was my decision to make, not yours. Well, if I had known, maybe something could have been done. As I have said, it was my decision, and it was not my intention to put her at risk, only to save the lives of people in Blacklake. If there was a trail, I would ask you to track down this murderer, but without one, I fear we will have to bide our time. And another matter has recently been brought to our attention. It seems that we have an even larger problem within Neverwinter than we first thought. I hope I am not intruding. It seems Neverwinter is quite active of late. I said I would send for you later, after I am done here. My apologies, Lord Nasher, but the conversation before was a bit brief, and I did not think it would be best for both our cities to wait any longer. Forgive my impatience. Ah, is this the harborman, the squire I have heard so much about? I am familiar with your exploits, and as exceptional as they are, I am certain we could spend most of the day discussing them.
My lord, if this is an inappropriate time, I will take my leave.
No, I want you here. This merits your attention. This is Sydney Natali, our new ambassador from Luskan. She arrived earlier, and I had hoped to speak to you privately before the three of us met. Her associate is Kralver, I believe.
Well met, sir. It is my pleasure. Kralver is of no consequence. He is here to assist me, and silently. The news I bring concerns you, Lord Nasher, and I most of all, so it is fitting that you have arrived. I had hoped to speak to you before leaving in any event.
Let's see. Judging from your frame, you must have a lot to say. Wow, that's insulting. What is someone from Luskan doing here?
There has been a miscommunication, so I have traveled from Luskan to straighten certain matters out. If they were left to rumor, gossip, or surface appearances, they might be misconstrued. You have recently had trouble with those you believe affiliated with Luskan when in fact they are not connected to or supported to us by us at all.
And who are these people?
There are 4 towers in Luskan, each ruled by a skilled mage, and we 4 work tirelessly to aid Luskan and its people. But there is a self-styled Master of the 5th Tower who, as his title suggests, has overstepped his bounds. This mage is a man by the name of Garius. Black Garius, I believe, is yet another title he uses. Silly, really, but he really does believe that he casts a longer shadow than he does. Nevertheless, he has been quite industrious as of late. Almost as industrious as you, my dear Harborman. But he is not affiliated with our city or its interests, unlike you and your long-standing ties to service in Neverwinter.
And what has he been up to that should concern me? Ambassador Natali informed me earlier that she believes Black Garius began the war with their island neighbor Ruithim.
Yes, and it has served as a convenient means to distract Luskan from its real priorities. Regardless, Ruithim was an aggressor for quite some time, so action needed to be taken regardless.
I believe the Lord's Alliance would have taken exception to that. As do I.
I am certain they would have, my lord, but since Ruithim attacked us first, it is our responsibility to deal with their aggression, and quickly. You can expect little else from island barbarians, really. You see, Ruithim believed that Luskan had stolen a precious artifact from them, a book called the Tome of Ildkhazar. A powerful artifact. And not only can its sudden disappearance lead two nations to war, but in the wrong hands, it can be used to channel tremendous power. So how can we reclaim it? That is a matter we feel best left to Neverwinter. The matter is a domestic one, as it turns out. But that is not all that concerns us. We believe that Black Garius has made an alliance with someone known as the King of Shadows, a man or creature of whom we know very little. Garius was no doubt able to steal the tome of Iltkazar with help from this ally, and use it to bolster his armies with golems awakened by the tome. He sparked a war for a book? Isn't that a Luskan matter? No. Unfortunately, his ambitions do not end there. We have received word that he intends to perform a powerful ritual within the lands of Neverwinter, with knowledge he has stolen from the very King of Shadows he serves. I have heard of the loss of your local sage, Aldanon, but I suspect he is a part of this. What do you mean? I suspect he was kidnapped to provide the last of the missing pieces to the ritual, a ritual that will steal power from the King of Shadows and grant it to Garius. The exact powers granted are not known to me or my fellow mages, which is a further cause for concern. But I have told you all I know. This doesn't help us find him or stop him. We felt it was not only our duty to clear up any ties you might believe exist between Luskan and this criminal, but also inform you of his whereabouts. He and his forces are in a ruined castle, Crossroad Keep, within Neverwinter lands. Normally, Luskan would not hesitate to take action against such a criminal, but with the confusion that has already occurred, we felt it best to advise Lord Nasher and you of the situation, and allow you to do what you feel is best. So you are denying what happened in Ember, that Luskan had no involvement? Yes, that is correct. Pardon me, but officially I have been asked to reassure you of that fact. Logically, it would be foolish for Luskan to spark a war on two fronts, and not only that— Crowther, enough! What happened at Ember was unfortunate, but Luskan would never condone such an action. You're lying. My dear girl, I would be careful with such words lest you offend me. I have come in good faith, and you are in danger of throwing it back in my face. So the Sea Ghost spies, the assassins, the destruction of Ember, you knew nothing, had no involvement with any of it. That is correct, and all you have is my word. As your squire, squire of a squire has indicated, that does not seem to be enough.
The matter of Luskan and Ember is for me to decide. We both are aware of the threat this Black Garius represents. If Luskan is interested in peace and cooperation, it is for the good of Neverwinter to respect that intention. If it is for the good of Neverwinter and its people, very well.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Is this how you protect your own people? When it's convenient?
Chandra Gerald, the strength of Neverwinter comes from its citizens, and you have shown me that now. But listen to me. There are greater threats to Neverwinter as we speak. What happened at Ember is unfortunate, but I believe the one responsible has been punished for that crime. If we carry the accusation further to Luskan, I do not believe it is warranted, and furthermore, I am the one who sets policy in this court. This is not about one man or one village. This is about Neverwinter, and it is about protecting what exists.
Lord Nasher, I had a friend, Elaine, at Ember, who barely escaped, but so many others—
I know, and I am sorry for their loss. But unless this Garius is stopped, I fear that another tragedy will occur, much greater than what occurred at Ember. Justice will come for those in time, but not today. And I need you to accept it. We all have burdens to bear, And if they must be carried so that the people of Neverwinter may be safe, that is what must be done.
Lord Nasher, Ambassador Natali, Crossford Keep, I fear that— Silence, Crowther! Do not make me remind you again. Lord Nasher, forgive me, but Black Garius may have begun the ritual. Quick action is needed. I have done what I could to inform you of what we know. It is up to you to act, if you wish. And Harborman, as further proof of my good faith and the good faith of Luskin, rest assured I will keep looking for information on this King of Shadows, and any proof I can bring that Luskin had no involvement with Ember. I imagine such proof will come in time. Yes, girl. In fact, I know it will. Thank you three for hearing me. I realize these are difficult times for Neverwinter, and it was not my intention to bring another, but Luskin could not remain silent while this threat to its southern neighbor loomed. Farewell.
I have already dispatched the many starred cloaks and troops to Crossroad Keep, and I want you to go as well. Garius must be stopped. I want you to leave as soon as you are able to travel. Rescue Aldenon, and you are do everything in your power to stop this ritual Garius intends to perform.
Lord Nasher, before I go, about Luskin involvement with Ember.
Luskin is not your concern at this time. You have your orders, and I want you to focus on them. That is all.
Very well, then.
What do you want?
I hear you.
I suppose that's all we have to say, but we did level up. So let's do so. Another level, and I'm going to improve Neverwinter 9 again. Bring us to level 2, which doesn't really give much there, but it does improve diplomacy. And we also have... where's lore? Lore! There we go. Diplomacy and lore, both improved. Excellent. And we have Guarding the Lord. At 3rd level? Is this Neverwinter level 3? Anyway, you recommend alertness? I don't know. Power critical longsword? Perhaps. Steadfast determination. Use your con modifier in place of wisdom on will saves. That might actually be good. What is our... well, our con modifier is a little better. So that's something. Leadership only matters if storms are here. Iron Will would be nice, I think. I always like having Iron Will. Alertness might not be bad. Or maybe I should grab Power Critical. I'm not sure what to take. Track? Definitely not. We don't need track. Oh, that's interesting. Only costs 1 point. That would have been good. Maybe not. I'm indecisive. Curse my indecisiveness. It's coming to a head. I guess I'll get improved power attack. No, improved initiative. Sure, we'll use that. There we go.
Yes.
Cassavir, you're next. Paladin improvement, normal improvement there. Smite Evil, remove disease, and you're suggesting combat casting? I guess that might not be a bad thing. Oh. Divine abilities. You know what? Extra smiting I think would actually be a good thing. Take that. Alright. Nishka. Nothing much
Follow
there.
me, everyone.
Chandra.
Grab a buddy and let's head out.
You got greater weapon specialization short sword. Yeah, definitely go with that.
I am listening.
And Eleni. Druids, normal. Greater spell penetration. You know what? Yeah, take that. And you have spells that you can improve. 5 and 8. 5 Throw another lightning storm. An 8. Ooh. Bombardment, earthquake, mass cure, serious wounds. There's some good ones here. Go with a mass cure, serious wounds. Oh yes, and you have spells as well. A level 4 spell. Restoration, definitely. Alright. Well, we have our quest now. And even though we have Eleni, I feel like maybe we shouldn't take Eleni with us. Wait, no,
Yes.
not Casimir. Me. I will still take Casimir. Since we're going to be fighting evil, he would probably be a good choice to take. But I think instead of Eleni, we'll take Sand. I feel like he might be a more useful person to take with us. Since we're dealing with, you know, evil knowledge and stuff like that, I feel like that would be a wise thing. So, I think that's what we'll do. I'm gonna cut it while I run back to whatever it's called in order to get him. Alright, made it back. And as I said, we're not taking Eleni, we're gonna take Sand. Quara is too much of a firebrand, not gonna help. Bishop, we already know where he is, we don't need tracking. Grobnar, I don't care for him much. And Kelgar, we've already got Casimir, so I think this works. And he is a mage, so you leveled up. Gonna have more spells here. What are you going to suggest? Empower spell. That's actually a very good one. Yes, Empower spell is a good one. Feat you're recommending... Really? You get 2? Okay. Quicken spell, sure, why not? Horrid Wilting and Iron Body. Horrid Wilting is actually pretty good. Iron Body, also fairly good, I think. I think maybe that's worth it. Sure. Alright, and you get, let's see, a level 5 spell. Sure, throw in another Code of Cold. And level 8, let's throw in... actually, hold on. No, that's Extend, Quicken, Empower, yes! Empowered Isaac's Greater Missile Storm, that's a good one. And throw an Iron Body just so you have it. Okay, I think that's worth it. Now get a quick rest so we can regain our spells, and I am going to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll head out to this Crossroad Keep, where we can hopefully stop this Black Garius. If he's really the one behind everything that's been happening to us, he does need to die. But that'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Chester44, that is Travis Ignam, Casimir, Nishka, Sand, and Chandra. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, and I shall see you all next time.